My name is John Cook. My friends call me Johnny. You know, I never thought I'd become a bottle shopper, but when I spotted this moonshine bottle, I knew I just had to do a project. I think this is going to be really fun. I think you'll enjoy it. And in this case, we're actually able to tell you where you can get the moonshine bottle at a reasonable cost. Let's get started. The stack height on Sammy is set so that it cuts so the blade cuts about 1.5 inches above the stack. So you start by deciding how you're going to use the bottle, and then that helps you determine where the cut line is. I made this simple little fixture because I'm going to do a whole bunch of these bottles just to draw the cut line on the bottle. Then I know where to put the tape. And remember, you're going to need to put hot glue and popsicle sticks on the tape, and that's why you need to have it centered on the cut line. It's very important to put the tape on there and then to remark it. At the same time, you can mark the parting line on the bottle. These bottles are made so well you can hardly see where it's at, but you want to be sure when you decorate the bottle that you take into consideration where the part line is. Well, now we're ready to cut, so let's start the motor on the grinder and we'll start advancing the bottle and slowly rotating it. You know, it's really an easy process. You want to take your time. You want to make sure that you put the popsicle sticks on over the cut line, get them glued on, let the hot glue dry a little bit, and then go ahead, fire it up again, and make your next cut. I cut the bottle maybe in three different times, but because we're using the popsicle sticks, the bottle doesn't collapse during the last cut. We really get good cuts. The better the cut, the less chips and the less sanding time. I think it's really important to get a good cut or you're going to spend all your time sanding. The sanding is really easy too. I mounted a Bauer polisher upside down under the top piece of plywood that I have Sammy on, and then I'm able to sand it. I can take my time sanding it. Make sure that I really get a good sand job. Take a look and make sure that if there's any little chips or anything, you continue sanding. I think I spent maybe 10 or 15 minutes on this bottle. Notice the shop vac pickup tube next to the sanding disc. It picks up most of the sanding debris and dust, but I still do it outside, and I'm sure that the wind is at my back. When I'm sanding, it's important to wear gloves. If you're going to do it inside, you can get the glass dust all over the place, and you really don't want to do that. In this case, the bottles are going to be used for a bottle candle. So I just use 120 grit. I sand it until it's smooth. It's not as smooth as a drinking glass, but it's pretty smooth. I always take and sand the edge of the bottle a little bit, then it isn't sharp, and I take a piece of sandpaper and maybe rub that inside edge so that it isn't sharp either. Now the bottle is ready for a finishing touch. We're going to make a bottle candle out of it. I use a Cricut vinyl cutting machine to cut the mask for the bottle, and then it's ready for the sandblaster and a little bit of cleanup. That's sort of a dirty job. You could use Armor Etch instead of a sandblaster. Now it's ready for a candle base. You got to have something to put the candle on, and hillbilly feet really go along with the moonshine theme for this bottle. I really like this. The candle bases are really easy to make. Some simple hand tools, a little bit of cedar wood, and you can really be proud of the base. If you're going to travel with a bottle candle, or if you want to give it as a gift, you're going to need a box. In our next project, you're going to be able to build the box, build the base, do the whole thing. Be sure to subscribe. Go to our website, whatsnewjohnny.com, download our free catalog, and because you're registered with us, we'll send you notifications about upcoming videos. The upcoming video is about the travel box. Make sure you watch for that, subscribe, and we'll see you down the road.